Just a single once again for Dhoni. 3 runs of the over. It's 89 for 4.
When is the Ganpati in Bombay?
He sliced that beautifully. Just give him a little more width.
It's a terrific shot. Just opening the face in the last minute. And once again, the quick outfield takes it away. It was a full toss. And he's played it very, very well. Can he take the mid-wicket out and put a fielder there? Both for Ashwin and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. The ball isn't coming back into the right-hander.
Such a critical element to have someone with a little X factor.
Play the pull shot. Worked away fine. Just come back to that game a little later. These are important runs for India. And Dhoni picked his spot beautifully and brings up the 50 for the Indian captain. Always a man to depend on when the Indian team is under crisis.
It's a great skill as well as a player to be able to rise in the face of actually your side not going so well. It's easy to get runs when all the conditions are perfect, but few, like Dhoni, remain focused on the task of performing under pressure.
More runs. Looking for the Yorker, doesn't get it right, and Dhoni going hard at that. Flies off the outside edge. Another boundary. And the crowd finally getting into it.
A few more boundaries coming now. MS Dhoni making no mistake of dispatching that down through third man. Very lucky. Borderline almost no ball there.
Just getting back to that match. So when we were bowled out for 125, all couple they've said was if they can get us out for 125, we can get them out for less than that. And that's exactly what happened. Pakistan bowled out for 87. Inside edge, is it? Yep. The umpire thinks so.
It's a wry smile from Shane Watson as well. He also thought so. It was a reflex appeal. It's a huge deflection.
There's the short delivery, and there's a big gap. Boy, can he strike the ball. It's out of here. First 6 for Dhoni.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? The first 6 of this match has come off the 40th over. And this is what I was talking about here. I think MS Dhoni will start to strike the boundaries, put a little bit more pressure on Xavier Doherty here.
Again, it's flat. And it's in the gap. Boundary to end the over. 13 runs of the over. It's 215 for 6.
Pulls this one. And it's in the gap. He couldn't have split the field better. He was giving Watson the charge. And Dhoni placing it beautifully.
Well, this pitch is responsive to the bowler who is prepared to bang the ball in short, but you also need a little more pace than at 137 kilometers per hour. Once again venturing down. This is very well controlled by Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and both the fielders just looking at each other. Watson's not amused.
He has needed one to put in the dive. Just turning it on now, Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
For once, Mohandas Menon was just a trifle slow in getting the figure right. The slower bouncer, this one from Mitchell Johnson. He's been bowling almost 150 kilometers per hour. This one he bowled at about 130 kilometers.
And Dhoni clears it off. Only just. And starts the over with a boundary. I think they'll target this over. They want a big one. They want a 15-20 run over to get the momentum going again and push towards 300. 98 now with that boundary.
Don't think he quite middled it. sliced it. Low full toss. But he's still got a boundary.
Yes, he'll be anticipating as to where Faulkner might bowl. He's looking to bowl outside the off stump. We've seen at times, and looking to bowl full. He gets some bat on it. 100 for the Indian captain. And once again, when his team needed it, he's got the runs. Onside this time. He wants the strike. He's off in a flash for that first. Comes back for the second. And good running by Bhuvaneshwar Kumar too. Samshuddin goes upstairs. The 18-20 run runs per over. Straight to the fielder. Australia won't mind that. They've got Dhoni off strike. And Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, he's no mug with the bat. He'll like to add some boundaries to his tally. That's up in the air. He's mistimed it. And should be taken. Oh, put down. It's his counterpart who's put that down. It went miles up in the air. But he had enough time to get underneath it. And could this prove costly, because Dhoni's back on strike. Down the ground. 4 more. That's gone like a rocket. It really is adding insult to injury. Never pleasing for a bowler. Catch goes down. Next ball, smash past him.
Yes, and he knows exactly where the fielders are. He is in the 30-yard circle. This is the drop catch again. Maybe grabbing a little too hard at it. And Virat Kohli has got a smile on his face.
Yes, and now where's he got to go, Watson? He can't afford to drop it short. Wide signal. The length is a giveaway at the moment. It's just a case of Dhoni anticipating what the line is, because there's no fine leg on the boundary. There's just a square leg in front. There's a deep mid-wicket. There's a long on. And there's a man at third man, so it looks to be full and around off stump or just outside. So it's about a case of Dhoni lining himself up. Well bowled. He refuses the single. It's a case of Watson bowling there consistently. George Bailey, what's going through his mind? He knows he's dropped a dangerous player. 9 balls to go. He could easily hit 3 sixes here, Dhoni. In those 9 balls, if he gets the strike. That would push India close to 300. Johnson stops it on the bounce. Still no single from Dhoni. So it's clear he wants 6 or 4, really. He's counting the number of balls, 8 to go. His mind would be working 3 sixes, maybe a boundary. Let's get 22, 23 runs. His teammates know it. Some stage he'll be looking for the single as well. With 2 balls to go, he wants the strike in that final over. I gets all of that. 6! Way back into the crowd. Gee, backs himself. Got the opportunity to get under it, and it went many a mile.
Well, there's very little margin for error when you're bowling to somebody like Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Watson might have thought he'd bowled it wider, so he wouldn't be able to get under the ball. But the bottom hand coming into play. George Bailey has already conceded 10 runs.
Wide. Margin for error so little when you're bowling to this field. Dhoni knows he has to bowl there. Won't be surprised if he drops back in his crease as well. This is the power. Gets underneath it. And it goes way back. Good 20-25 rows back in the crowd on the first tier. Chipped over the infield. He'll take the single, keep the strike. 15 runs of that last over, 282 for 8. So Faulkner on his way to Dhoni. And a boundary of the first ball. Swung away on the onside. This really is a tremendous innings. Once again showing his ability to wait and be there at the final over of the innings. He's 122 now.
He is bringing that bottom man into play once again. There is a fielder at long on and there's a fielder at deep mid-wicket, but to no avail. Ball going between those two fielders.
The problem is even Faulkner is looking to bowl outside the off stump in full. And if he doesn't get the length right, mid-offs up, Dhoni has the chance to go down the ground. Now slight alteration, fine leg now, moving to a square leg inside the circle. There's a deep mid-wicket on the onside boundary. That's well bowled. He's got to be there. Back in his crease now, Dhoni. You can see. Get underneath it. And a helicopter shot. It goes many a mile once again. This is brilliant batting. Just a subtle adjustment. 6 inches back in the crease. And the wind up to send the ball away.
What a shot. There it is. He's standing deep in the crease and then the helicopter shot comes into play. Once again the bottom man. There it is, the helicopter shot. Wow. It's got deep into the crowd.
10 of the over. Goes again. Make it 6 more. 16 of the over. He wants to finish in style. India push towards 300. Have a look at the crowd.
And what a shot again. If the previous one was on the onside, this one's on the offside. You can't keep this man quiet. Wow.
Well, they're loving it. Where's he going to go now? He wants to. There is a run out here. No. Dhoni will keep the strike. 18 off this over already. And this is a terrific comeback. 154 for 6 at one stage. But what a knock from the captain. Final ball of the innings. Flicked away. In the gap. One bounce over the boundary. And what a finish this is. Captain Cool just strides out of the park. 139 of just 121 balls. And how's that for an innings? Simply magnificent. India have gone past 300.